Hello, everyone. I have Kitty Yanko here with me from the Peoria Humane Society. Oh my goodness, look at how cute this sweet baby is.
I know, we have a cute alert going on with this one. Her name is Raven, and she's a little scared right now.
Which is, it's okay.
She's such a baby. So she is one of 3 puppies that PCAPS took in, found as strays. So, you know, good thing they're in shelter and they're safe now. But she's got 2 siblings, Eddie and Chelsea. So it's Raven, Eddie, and Chelsea.
From the TV show, That's So Raven, if you didn't catch that. Does she come with this stylish jacket?
She can.
She can.
I did put it on. We have a little resale area at PCAPS, and so I put it on for her so she would stay warm, but she certainly could go home with it too.
So, you know, she's shivering, not because she's cold necessarily, but because this is kind of a scary environment for puppies. But it is really cold outside. What sort of tips do you have for people to protect their animals during cold weather?
Well, you know, wind chill is really important. So if it's, you know, cold but windy, that's extreme. And so for pets, you just want to make sure they have proper shelter. So obviously we don't want any dog or cat to be outside when it's extreme weather. So they need to have a break from the wind. You know, a house of sorts, something with the floor off the ground. You know, it's always best to not put a blanket in because they freeze, even though it sounds fun. So that's not the best.
Don't eat the mic.
I know, that's not the best option when it's wet and cold. But also, obviously, bring them inside. Frostbite can happen pretty quickly, and when these extreme temperatures are going on, we have to watch for that. So it can affect their ears, their paws. You know, I always tell people, just use common sense. If you feel like it's too cold for you, it's probably too cold for a pet to be outside. Now, if they're used to it, it might be okay. Like the Huskies and Malamutes and, you know, Newfoundlands, actually, you know, St. Bernards, they're going to enjoy the cold weather. But again, it's always about making sure they're not out too long.
And if they're a shorter hair breed, a little bit of a jacket won't hurt them either.
Yeah, for sure. They just don't have much to cover up with.
And then always be mindful of sidewalk salt. If it's not pet safe, that's something to know. And then wipe their paws off after they come inside, because that can always be a problem. But part of the issue with that sidewalk salt is it can cut up their paw pads a little bit.
It can. It's an irritant, so it can be hard on their pads.
So you always just have to remember to wipe their paws off when they come inside so that it's not lingering. But yeah, this sweet little angel baby needs a new home, so do her siblings. How old is she and her siblings?
She's about 2 months. They're all the same age. And, you know, the nice thing is when you adopt from PCAPS, everything's taken care of. They're microchipped. They're going to be spayed and neutered. They'll have their shots. You know, they're just ready to go. And so I always recommend to try shelters first before you go anywhere else.
So yes, of course, they're puppies. Puppies require a little bit of extra time and work, but PCAPS has given you the head start with the spay neuter and all of the shots. So if you would like to adopt this sweet little baby Raven or her siblings or any of the other animals, you can contact the number on your screen, 672-2440, and you can find this interview on CIProud.com.